That's awesome. I love it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 5 of AI Tools for Job Seekers. I am Keirsten, Trap Recruiter, and of course, I'm joined by the beautiful, illustrious co-host, project and product manager extraordinaire, Tia Tucker. And today we are bringing you job search and job matching tools as well as interview tools. So we're going to do 2 of each to switch it up for a little razzle dazzle. We'll be talking about, aiApply, Huru, I hope we're saying that correctly, JobHire, and interviews by AI. So Tia, I know you wanted to start off with a little recap of like definitions for this episode. Okay, so for anyone who's like, what's job matching, what's job searching, you may have a question like, what's the difference? High level, job searching is when you manually type in keywords and then scour through job postings to see how you fit up to those keywords. So you're doing it yourself. Job matching obviously uses greater search capabilities, algorithms, it's AI powered. So the computer will be matching your skills, matching your qualifications. Sorry, I'm speaking recruiter already. Matching your qualifications and your career goals to multiple job postings at one time. So basically, the accuracy is a little bit better because of AI. You have a higher percentage of jobs returning that are actually a fit, so to speak. And then that will actually increase your application rate. So that's high level, the difference between job searching and job matching. All right, who started last week? I don't remember.
I think I did.
Oh. Okay, I'm still gonna let you start.
Okay, the first tool I'll start with is aiApply. So this is a tool that is meant to support, it's considered all-in-one, but it's really meant to support automated or automatic job applying or applications. So they have resume creation, cover letter tools, what they call a job application kit. They even have cover letters by different industries. I noticed there were some for giggers or people that freelance on places like Upwork or Fiverr. And then there is the option to allow it to create your profile. Well, you create your profile and then it applies for these jobs for you. There were some metrics on there, the marketing metrics on the site. I don't know if they were guarantees, but mentioning that essentially, if you consider applying for jobs a numbers game, it'll help you up your applications. Pricing, there is a very limited free trial, but otherwise it is $13 a month for an entire year subscription. So that's if you pay for the entire year, and then $20 a month if you just want to pay for it monthly. The transparency or privacy terms were right there in your face, which was great, but right there in your face, sort of at the bottom of the screen. So you had to go and look for them. They were way at the bottom, but they were there. And there is easy access for aiApply by signing into it with your Google. Okay. All of the features are behind a registration wall. But again, there is a free trial once you register for a limited.
Once you register. Mm-hmm. Was there a chat bot on there?
There might have been one for like customer service, but no.
Were you getting any pop-ups? And I mean, site-specific pop-ups like, "Hey, this person just got an interview," and "Hey, this person just whatever."
No, but their site does have a lot of testimonials.
Okay.
It seemed kind of it's a almost like I'm wondering what it would look like on a mobile device because it's a long scroll format. So if you're trying to get to something very specific, you still have a lot of scrolling to do. So that's an interesting design choice, but that might mean that it's really mobile friendly.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because we talked about that, I believe, the first 2 episodes, things that were mobile and desktop friendly, and we even put it in the survey, like, how are you applying to jobs? But now that you said that, I didn't even think about like usability in terms of everybody might not be scrolling on a MacBook or a desktop or a laptop. They might be on an iPad or their mobile device, or we said that people using their watch to apply to jobs, I guess. But okay. All right. Anything else on aiApply?
Nope. That's all I got.
All right. So I'm going to stay there. My job matching tool was JobHire. They tout themselves as the first AI-powered job search automation platform. They're applying to relevant jobs until you're hired. So basically, you have to say, okay, turn enough, stop, turn this off. One thing I will mention about them is that at every gate, is that the right word? They kind of want you to go ahead and apply. I mean, and like buy the service, because there is a free version. They even start you, like, you don't realize it, like, take the job matching quiz. That's actually a way for them to capture your email address and your contact information, and then say, oh, now that you're here, you might as well sign up for this. So you take the job matching quiz. It's 7 questions. It's your email address. You upload your resume. You can skip that part, but like I said, once you get to the end where you really want to start to job match, you have to upload a resume. You pick one job title. So you can say product manager, recruiter, whatever. That's it. This is the basic. The basic with no fee then asks you to fill out some demographic information, which would be the same that you would, like, if you were going into someone's ATS, it would ask you these questions. So what's your work authorization? How many years experience do you have? What geographic locations are you targeting? Do you want to work remote? Who's your current employer? What's your highest level of education? They ask the gender question as well. They ask if you need sponsorship. They ask for your LinkedIn profile, and they ask for your veteran status. I did not fill any of that stuff out. I probably should have, because again, you always talk about privacy, and I need to know that my data would be protected. And then again, why do they even need that information when I can't attest to it? Meaning I can't sign something that says I give you authorization to apply to these jobs for me. Now, you're kind of attesting when you pay for the service, because it's going to start to automatically apply to jobs. But it's not the same as, like, that signature box and the date and all of that. Another thing, it's creating different email addresses every time it applies to jobs for you. And they're created by the system. It is auto applying to job search platforms. Okay. That's a distinct difference. So your Indeeds, your Monsters, your LinkedIn's, etc. You could check responses, of course, and ask other questions like, what do you value in a new role? What kind of roles are you interested in? What level of roles are you looking for? And what industries are exciting to you? I also saw typos on there, but that's a different conversation we're going to talk about at another time. You know how I am about science. It's like little things. Like the first one that stood out to me was like one, like when I went to the paid side, like 1 versus multiple, and it said like 1 resume basic, 3 resume is
I don't know if everyone knows this, but Keirsten is a stickler for proper grammar. She's an author. Be careful. Reread your emails before you respond.
Okay, now you're just being, now you're just dragging it, because that's not even true. Okay. That's not even true. another feature that's specific to this site was this you could set the match threshold. So you choose between 10 and 90%, meaning I want you to return jobs to me that are at least a blank percentage match every single time. The price for this one is 1 month is 20. So the most popular plan, the one they're trying to sell over and over and over again, is 1 month at $23 a week, but they want their $99 that day. There is a money back guarantee. If after 15 days you don't land an interview, they will give you your money back. They let you sign up for only 1 week for $19. That is one resume, unlimited cover letter generation, because every time it applies, it writes a cover letter for that specific job. And then the other one is a 2 week, and that's $17 a week. Again, one resume and cover letter generation, up to 100 job applications per day. That's on the basic 1 week and the other. And then the 1 month is $12 a week. Again, each of these you got to pay for the whole month or the whole week. And it is 200 job applications a day, 3 resume, no S, and sorry. And then the unlimited cover letter generation. They also use ChatGPT. Company blacklist is available. So you're like, don't apply to these jobs, to these companies. You can choose your flexibility of location and all of that. The money back guarantee, I mean, honestly, if you have an extra $20, you know, go on and try it for a week. And then after 2 weeks, you could say, no, I don't want to continue on. And you could cut it off after 15 days. On the bright side, it will continue to apply. That wouldn't apply to the 1 week one, but that would apply to the 2 and the 1 month if you decide to get out of it.
Yeah, I think that, you know, we've both seen bulk hiring. And we bulk hiring practices and the tools that are there for that purpose. I think it's interesting to see, you know, a bulk applying tool essentially for the job seeker in a way that I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. I could see it being helpful if you were really, really open to various locations and, you know, you had a very specific job, but you were really open to everything else. I could see it being very helpful.
Right. Well, one of the the drawbacks of this is, you know, a lot of people are only going to pay for the one job. So you put in one job title, and that's all that it's going to be applying to. Now, the 3 resume ones allow you to have 3 different job titles for different types of jobs. And one thing I did find, I said this before I even started, that they continue to like, hey, buy, hey, purchase, and they have this whole page section that's talking about the state of the job market is like either green or red. So they gave you like the unemployment rates and why you really should use it. It's like, which means you should be applying to 100 jobs a day because, you know, you're going to increase your chances. So there was a lot of marketing on this site. Oh, and they have an affiliate program. Yeah, and they have an affiliate program for anyone who reaches job seekers, and anyone that signs up, you get like $25. I did not sign up, if you were wondering. No, I'm not interested.
Disclaimer.
Yes, disclaimer. All right, what's next for you?
Huru.ai, and it is an interview prep app or platform. I think my general impression of it, or, you know, essentially what it does is it, with given a little information about your job title, the role that you're applying for, some specifics about what those requirements and skills are. It has some questions that I'm assuming it matches with AI to that job. So if you say product manager, it is going to give you one list of questions. If you say project manager, I'm sure the questions are slightly different. The claim is that the tool helps you increase the quality of your communication, which is really interesting because it really does break down communication into your communication style, your tone. One that I really liked was your pace. So getting a rating on how quickly you're answering questions. I know you and I have talked about sometimes people speeding up when they're presenting or in situations where they're interviewing. So I think something that provides you real-time feedback on that would be cool. And then confidence. Not so sure about that one, but the quality of their communication insights was pretty cool. There are also AI generated or powered answer recommendations for the questions. So you can enter a question that you might pull from someplace else or that you may have even seen in an interview recently. And you're like, okay, well, I would like some support on providing a more concise answer next time. And it will provide you some AI powered insights to that specific question. All of this is behind a registration wall. And there is a limited free trial once you register. It is $25 a month or $99 a year. And their transparency and privacy terms were right there at the registration wall. So, I like that.
Yep. Shout out to Huru.ai. Huru.ai. So my last one is also, of course, an interview tool, and it's Interviews by AI. It allows you to practice your job interview questions, and it's tailored to your job description. So you can either upload a job description that you're about to have an interview for. That's what I would suggest. Or you can select some like you could select a project manager, a product manager, a customer service person, a recruiter, an accountant. You can select a generic job description and it will try to come up with the types of questions it thinks would be asked for that type of job. You can type or speak your response here. It also does provide you with feedback. I did it without signing in, and it only let me go so far. So I got to question 1, question 2, question 3. When I tried to cancel out, I was like, okay, if you want to save, you need to sign in with Google, which isn't bad, but you're going to only be able to really do one real good practice unless you go ahead and purchase it. And here's the thing. Of course, you really should if you want to get the full value out of it. So you practice answering. They were very big on your privacy, like they say, and they don't store certain things. Your audio isn't stored. Your data stays private. You can record your answers with audio or text, and you're pretty much simulating. Well, they say it's simulating an interview process. They're saying that it'll help you improve because it does coach you. It does provide you with feedback and ways to improve. It says that it's using the proven STAR method framework to provide you with answers. And now I picked a job that I don't do. I copied and pasted the job description for a job that I don't do, and I gave it horrible answers to see how good it was going to give it. And I got feedback like, this is not a complete answer. No, absolutely not. So there, and what they mentioned was that I always go to the FAQs because that's where you find a lot of the information. And they mentioned hallucination in AI when people would question how accurate the answers are. That's one of the words that's in our glossary. Can you remind people what hallucination means?
Yeah, hallucinating with AI is when artificial intelligence generates a response to your inputs, your prompts that is misleading, false, nonsensical, but it's generating that answer, presenting it as a fact or presenting it as a quality output. And so, the disclaimer is always to review, what output you get from anything to make sure that you're comfortable with, and it makes sense to you. So that is your own version of fact checking. So it's interesting that they mention it explicitly.
One of the other things that I liked was that they mentioned the difference between ChatGPT and them, because we know a lot of people are going to say, well, I could just put this in ChatGPT. What's the difference? Mm-hmm. So they stress the fact that they are uniquely designed for interview preparation exclusively. They're also going to be adding resume uploading. So you'll not only have the job description, but you'll also have some job matching capabilities, I'm guessing, once you're able to add your resume. That's only going to be available with the Pro plan, and that's $9 per month. I really think that's not a lot of money. But I can't tell other people what to do. I mean, I don't know people's situation. If you have the resources, yeah, if you have the resources, $9 a month seems extremely that seems like a great return on your investment for that one. And you also get unlimited questions with that one. And like I said, coming soon, they said resume uploading. The basic is which is $0, is only 3 questions per month. And they do track. That's why they make you sign in using your Google email address. You have 3 questions per month. So after that, you have to wait until the next month to get some more. The other thing, they're only in English. And again, their privacy policy was not only available, but it was referenced multiple times. So shout out to them. Oh no, can't do that. Can't shout out anybody. My bad. I apologize.
Too soon.
Too soon. Don't do it. Reconsider.
Spoiler alert.
You know what song that was?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I agree with you on terms of pricing. I think that $9 a month, especially if it's only for monthly, is one of the lowest subscription prices we've seen across all of the platforms so far. So, yeah,
that's like 2 cups of coffee outside of the home.
Over here,
well, depending on where you go. If you go to a fancy spot,
that's one small, and you can't get oat milk.
Oh, yeah. Although folks know me and my coffee tales, they know I don't drink a certain coffee anymore. I used to have this whole thing where they would mess up my name. We know who that is. And, then I would go to Pete's. I am a Petenik, but I used to walk over there every day, but I just don't have the energy or the need, because I am using my Keurig. I'm on my 3rd Keurig now because I wear them out. I drink my coffee every morning. I make it the way I want. I love it. But gas station. I'm not opposed to gas station coffee, because 7-Eleven to me tastes better than Dunkin' Donuts.
Ooh, okay. I'm not getting into that, but I will say I travel.
You're from that area. You're from that Dunkin' Donuts area.
I'm a Timmy's girl. I'm originally Timmy's. I'm a Tim Hortons girl. That's that? Oh, you don't know about Tim Hortons? No. It's from Canada. It's a Canadian coffee. So we have them upstate. I've seen them in Ohio and other places, but I travel with my milk frother. That's how
You're serious?
Yes, exactly.
So I bought a milk frother recently, right?
No, did we not? We didn't talk about this.
I thought we did, because it was a Father's Day gift for my dad last year. I bought him one, so I was like, let me get myself one too, because he drinks his coffee he's a at-home coffee drinker, more so than me. And I've been using it consistently for the past 2.5 weeks. And let me tell you something. My coffee looks so fancy. It looks so good now. Sorry, we're supposed to be talking about job matching and interviewing, and we have going to coffee. But guess what? Coffee fuels my ability to job match and job search and interview effectively.
100%.
Okay.
Something that you mentioned, I want to circle back to. You
Okay.
mentioned that the automatic applying tool that you looked at,
JobHire.
JobHire.ai, it constantly asks you to sort of upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I noticed about aiApply was that there wasn't a lot of, like what we mentioned before, human in the loop, where as it's
Mm.
auto applying, it checks with you first or it confirms. It
Oh.
really is going off of, you build a solid profile, like you said, you're really giving it all the information and more you would give to a job application, and then it goes off. And that's something that we might want to mention as a glossary term next week about what
Yeah.
that might mean in terms of how how much agency you have over the AI tool of any kind to say yes or no, or continue or don't continue.
Whew, that's a great call out. Thank you. I like that. And I like the term humans in the loop for some reason. That's probably my favorite one. I like that more than hallucination. Humans in the loop. I would like to
It
be a
sounds like you're on
human.
the highway going
Yeah,
somewhere.
like I like to be a human in the loop. I do. And
Well, you
no, people, I am not supporting the Republican Party. I have on it's Global TA Day today, and I have on my sourcing party shirt. So it says Republican Party, Democrat Party, and then the box is checked for sourcing party. Just if anyone was wondering why I'm
I'm
sitting.
telling you all that because I called her out when I
She
joined.
she did call me out, and she's like, "Is there something that you'd like to tell me?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, what? No." So yeah, that's that. So thank you for joining episode 5. I hope you have gotten some great information out of it. Please go back and watch episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4. We mentioned so far resume tools and other job search tools that can help you with your job. That can help you. And from what I can see, people are getting some great information from that. I also want to remind everyone, if you have not already, to please complete the survey. If you need it, ask me. I'll send you a copy or send you the link so that you can sign in, share with a friend and a friend and a friend and an acquaintance and a coworker as well. And we will see you next week. I think you want to do some more interview tools and maybe
Yeah,
something
there
else?
there are some interview tools, and there were a couple that had like turnkey or end-to-end offerings.
Oh, wow.
I want to do one of those.
Some more comprehensive tools. Okay. Some full service tools. All right. So make sure you come back for episode 6 of AI Tools for Job Seekers. I am Keirsten.
I'm Tia.
And we'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone.